Today, a battle between Republicans looking for Iowa's support is set to kick off today. Former President Donald Trump and his rival Florida Governor Ron DeSantis will be in the Hawkeye State. KCCI's Marcus McIntosh is live at Waterworks Park, where former President Trump will be speaking later this evening. And Marcus, people are already lined up waiting to hear from the former president.
Bo, they sure are. Some very dedicated Donald Trump fans are here at Waterworks Park waiting. They're in line to get into the amphitheater. And, you know, this is just the tip of the iceberg of the people that are out here. But I'm going to get out of the way so you can see what's going on right now. There are probably maybe 30 or 40 so people here waiting to get into the amphitheater area. But you know what? There are so many people outside Waterworks Park right now. And parking is going to be very difficult at best because not a whole lot of parking is available. And what parking is has been taken up, and they are stressing with signs at Grayslake, not event parking. So you're going to have to find a place to park. Now, this visit to Iowa for former President Donald Trump comes on the heels of his live town hall forum on CNN from New Hampshire. That's where he doubled down on false claims that a rigged election led to his 2020 ouster. His statements were met with cheers and laughter from an audience made up of local Republican voters. That was on Wednesday. And it would be very accurate to say this event taking place at Waterworks Park today is a nationwide event, because we've spoken to people already who are from Oklahoma, from Seattle, all around the country, and they said they were here in line at 5 o'clock this morning. They want to make sure they get in there and get the best seat to hear former President Donald Trump speak. Now, here is the order of events for the day. At 8 o'clock, parking and lines open. 2 p.m., the doors open, which I'm assuming means the gates open so people can get in and get their seats. 4 p.m., special guest starts speaking, and at 7 tonight, Donald Trump will speak. That is more than 11 hours from now. So people have been in line 5 o'clock this morning, willing to wait 12, 13, 14 hours to hear Donald Trump speak and hear what he has to say. So these are some very staunch supporters. They are here taking the time. They brought their chairs. They're talking to each other. They're sharing coffee. They're having fun. They're all here to support the man they want to return to the office of President of the United States. So that's what's going on here right now. People are here, people are coming, and the key is if you want to get here, you might want to find a place to park, because that's going to be an issue. But at 10 o'clock, we're told that security is going to sweep and clear everybody out here. So I don't know what's going to happen to people in line, but I know we'll have to move out of the way so they can clear and make sure everything is safe here when Donald Trump speaks later this evening. Well, we'll be back in our next half hour live with more information. Until then, I'm Marcus McIntosh, live in Des Moines, KCCI 8 News, Iowa's news leader.
Thank you, Marcus. Florida Governor Ron DeSantis has 2 events in Iowa as well, one in Sioux Center and another in Cedar Rapids. The first event is a picnic this morning at 11 o'clock with Representative Randy Feenstra. Tickets are $50 and can be bought online. Then at 5:30, DeSantis has a fundraiser in Cedar Rapids. Tickets cost $100 per person. DeSantis has not yet officially declared himself a candidate for president, but he is expected to announce soon. Also happening today, Republican candidate Perry Johnson will be in Des Moines for a town hall. It kicks off his 9-day Fire Biden bus tour. The event starts at 12:30 in the parking lot of Ideal Floors just off George Flagg Parkway, right across the street from Waterworks Park and the Trump rally tonight.